Hey everybody, Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table with Coach Cole Spree in our post-match interview, brought to you by Fairway Meat and Grocery, the best at fresh. Coach Spree, first of all, Carl Albert State, on the women's side and on the men's side, quality program, good wins tonight for your squads.
And having to make some moves on both sides and put some different people in there, and I think. On both sides, we're only going to get stronger later in the season just with some people that we can start placing in there. So I'm really proud of just, early in the year it's hard. It's hard to get duels. People aren't down to weight or get wins. People aren't always down to weight right away, or, you got injuries, so you're not pushing it. Like Sarah Lewis tonight. Like, I'd love to have Sarah Lewis out there. I think she would have helped us, but we're dealing with a little bit something, and I don't want that little bit of something to turn into something major. So, it was great wins. A lot of respect for Jake. Him and I have built a really good relationship. Jake Lord's over at Carl Albert, and he's doing a heck of a job.
Well, let's start a little bit with the women. Right out of the chute, Duchess King, she got challenged a little bit tonight.
Yeah, just sloppy, and I think it was hard for her to realize when she was wrestling. But I think when she goes, she's a student. She's a student of the sport. She learns fast. I think when she sees her match, she's going to be kind of disappointed in herself. She'll see the areas where maybe she made some mistakes, but she got the win. That girl's good. I really think that you could have just watched the national finals. I'm telling you, that girl's that strong. Her and Lexi Miller, the girl that won the national title at 109, they wrestled off against each other in their blue-black squad, and Lexi only beat her 3-1.
Yeah.
So, Duchess still beat her pretty handily, but she got challenged.
And some of the other on the women's side, we want to get to that feature match that was after the actual duel. But before we do that, comment on who you thought wrestled well tonight and what made the difference in the women's match.
I think all 20 seconds of Genesis Gilmore. Yeah. I think you got to see just how special she is. Kylie Hulse, the girl she's wrestling, got 4th in the country last year, so it's not like she's nobody. And Genesis is special, really, really special. Who else was in there? Madison Levernight.
Yeah, big win.
I wanted her to get in there. Right now we're in a tough situation with, having Shami in there and stuff. And Madison has plans of maybe making a cut down because I think she could really challenge for something big. Her and Shami train together every day, and it's a battle. And Shami will look at me and just say, Madison's strong. And she says, Madison's got all the tools. So really excited about her. Yarcelli went out there, did look great. Carla went out there, looked great. Angelica, first time in there. Shami looked a little sloppy. It's not like they wrestled poorly. They just didn't wrestle to their capability, and I think they all know that right now. So,
well, and then Shami had the match with Lexi Miller. Kudos to both of those girls for going at it tonight, and for Miller going up a weight to get a great match. It didn't disappoint. No. They look like two national champions.
Absolutely, and it was close. It's not like they were scoring an abundance of points, but when you're wrestling people of that caliber, you're not going to see abundance of points. But Shami knows both matches. It was very noticeable that she was getting tired late. She's just got to start doing some of that extra stuff that she was doing last year that made her have the success that she had.
Well, let's jump to the men's side. What a match. They're ranked number 14th preseason. We're number 19 preseason, and there were some big matches there. But, I think the wrestler of the night is Ansel Cervantes. For men's and women's, he just knocked off the number 1 ranked kid in the country.
Is he ranked number 1?
Paul is ranked number 1 preseason, and Ansel Cervantes took him down tonight in overtime.
Did we see how cautious Ansel was? He didn't pull the trigger. He didn't pull the trigger at all for the first 4 minutes of the match. And then all of a sudden it was like he got one takedown, started getting a little confidence. And I'm hoping that this just carries on because the kid is really, really, really special. I think he's just trying to figure out his identity, like a lot of our freshmen. What's my identity? Who am I? And he's a brawler. He's got a gas tank. He practices so hard every day. I'm just excited for him to just see what he can do towards the end of the year. I think he's just upwards from here on for him.
Rajay Hart, he's a guy that I know you expect big things out of this year. And your thoughts on his win tonight?
Special kid, man. Process, last year was hard on him. Maybe didn't completely commit. Kind of was up and down with his consistency with training and everything. And then, at the end of the year, didn't get what he wanted and ended up being the backup. And he took that personal. I've pulled him in front of the guys. And, you could tell it hurt him last year. And man, he's going to be somebody to watch out for. I really think that he could compete for a national championship this year.
Give me a couple of the guys that you think might have wrestled well tonight. Some highlight wins for you. Talk about a couple of the guys.
Thomas Stuhlman.
Yeah.
Guy's crazy.
Yeah.
But he embraces it. Like all the kids knew. And, at first I think everybody just kind of looked at him like, oh, what? And it's just who he is. Like, he trains that way. Like, he embraces who Thomas is. Like, he believes 100% that he's going to dominate whoever gets out there. This is a kid that came off last week. He didn't even make the finals of the wrestle-offs. And then he gets the opportunity to go out there and start against their starter and, gives up 7 points right away. Doesn't shake him. Has blood going all over the place. Doesn't shake him. He just laser focused the whole time. Just, man, energy. And when did it turn? We were kind of in a slump. And where did it turn? It took somebody like that to step up and do something big. And he did it. Awesome.
Coach, great start. Again, wins on the women's and the men's side, but two very good teams. Carl Albert on the women's side, ranked number 5. We're ranked number 1. Everybody's gunning for us.
Oh,
there's a huge target on the back of the Warriors, 3-time national championship team. And then on the men's side, we're ranked 19th. They're ranked 14th in the preseason, and we come out and we get the win tonight on the home match. Great crowd. They were rowdy. Wow. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
This is 4 years ago when we started our very first season. There was no people in here because it was COVID. And then the year after, we got like few people and then this is what it's about. This is awesome. I'm glad that all these people came out. I really appreciate it. It was awesome for our kids. I said it during the last interview, during the wrestle-offs. Our kids bust their tail every day. Wrestling's not an easy sport. And so to have moments like this, this is what they live for, to compete in front of that many people and that loud and vocal. It was just awesome. Man, I'm still sweating. So.
Well, there were definitely some wowzer moments tonight. Wowzers. Coach, congratulations on the win. Next up for the Warriors at Luther Hill.
Simpson. Yep. Simpson. Luther Hill is the name of the tournament.
Luther Hill invite at Simpson. That's on the 4th, and then at Iowa Lakes on the 8th, and then we're back home against the Reavers of Iowa Western, who are ranked number 3 in the country preseason. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great year, off to a great start. Big thanks to Cole Spree for joining us on the Fairway post-match interview, and for the entire Go Hills crew. Kevin and Darren, great job on the call tonight. And big weekend for Go Hills TV. Soccer tomorrow, volleyball Saturday, soccer again on Sunday. Don't get too far from your device. For A.J. Anderson and our entire crew, I'm Russ W. Oker. Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.